Yeah, what's going on, man? Mouse Fortress here, and this is a very short announcement, okay? Please join my Discord, okay? It's called Mouse Fortress 2. It's a pun on Vader's Fortress in Star Wars, you know, his castle on Mustafar. Very cool, right? Very cool. Join in though. There's plenty to talk about. Marvel, Star Wars, DC, anything, you know? So come on in, join, have some fun. We're family, and yeah, let's chill.
I don't know, unless you watch a tutorial, did you watch a video where they explained if there were any differences, or are you just basing it off of what you visually seen the game?
Oh no, I've seen plenty of videos about this. Like plenty about this. Like this one might explain it too. Like I've seen plenty of videos about this. Like the game is just like it could just like I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Because
I'm just saying like
not
there's
far from doing that himself in the Arkham games.
Oh yeah. Well, see, the thing with those games was that I'd say those games have way more stuff in it than Spider-Man does. In my opinion. Like, yeah. Like honestly, like these games here just take from Arkham, honestly. Yeah.
So okay. Is there a combat fighting system that you haven't like explored? Like, are you doing all the cool moves?
There's even much to do. There's much to do.
Like
you just press square.
Can't you tie up one of your enemies and like
you can do all that, but like that's it though. It's like you can't do anything more than that really. Like you use gadgets, but that's not really fun to use gadgets. Like you're Spider-Man, not Batman. Like I don't want to use gadgets. So it's like, you know, but like base combat has not changed. He has the same exact combat set, and that's so bad to me. Like, in my opinion, this is a second game. It's a sequel. Everything should be new. It should all be new.
Peter and Miles is in this together, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So is there like a difference in between the two fighting style or having them?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's good. That's good. But even Miles has the same moves as his game too. Like he didn't change either.
I bet they'll have an update. This might have been rushed.
Yes, without right. It was rushed. Like I believe it was rushed. So I'm gonna see what I say about this. So yeah.
Complete lies that only a gullible idiot would actually believe. I can't believe that in 2023 stuff like this is still going on. Bribes, paid reviews, and stuff like that is still going on within gaming. It's just sad. It just shows the times that there's no credibility anymore. Like, come on, a 91 on Metacritic for this boring, repetitive, downgraded DLC, this walking simulator, this cutscene simulator. Yeah, right. Who besides a moron would actually believe this? Who besides a
he called it a DLC? See, that's what I was telling you, bro. It's like it's really just a DLC. That's what I'm saying.
It was rude. I almost pulled a bundle and like froze. Like I was like,
it's just like that. In my opinion, they haven't added nearly enough stuff to make this thing like $70 worth.
Hey, guess what?
What?
They just got 2K'd.
Oh, dude, yes. That game should be free, dude. 2K should be free at this point.
Oh, you be so pissed on what they've changed on this game this year?
Man, that game should be free for all players.
You'd be mad. You
gullible, idiotic PlayStation fanboy would actually believe this. Spider-Man 2 is by far one of the worst games of all time. That is a fact, not an opinion. I don't want to hear, but it hasn't come out yet. That didn't stop you from calling it a masterpiece, did it? That didn't stop you from pre-ordering the collector's edition, deluxe times 6 edition, that edition, this. It didn't stop you from praising and just 100% meat riding the game, did it? That it hadn't come out yet. But I can't talk about the game. I can't expose the game for the trash that it is because it hasn't come out yet. Keep that same energy, you frauds. Listen, who actually would give this game a good review score? No real gamer. These are obviously paid reviews. These are 100% paid reviews. You expect me to honestly believe that anyone that is a real gamer such as myself, on higher levels of things such as myself, would actually enjoy a boring, repetitive movie game like this? No, it would never happen. These are obviously paid reviews. Sony continues to release nothing but boring, repetitive walking simulators and movies with thousands of cutscenes and barely any gameplay, yet is praised by reviewers and fake casual.
I'll say one thing. Sony does, that is Sony's like bread and like butter. Like their bread and butter formula is like literally like having 1,000 cutscenes, like making movies pretty much. That's the thing, is making movies. And it is a problem. And I do believe one day if they keep doing it, fans will call it out even more. But as of now, they're safe in the safe zone. So they don't feel the need to call it out. And that's the problem.
Sony is always
making too much money. Look, like too much money is being made to even change.
Video games in general have always had the reputation of like giving you those cutscenes to sell you in the trailer. The only game in The only games I could think of that live up to what the trailer looks like is maybe Grand Theft Auto, Metal Gear Solid, and God of War.
Yeah, God of War. The old God of Wars are crazy.
Mm.
Those games are crazy. Like the new ones are fun too, but like that those fall into the whole like Sony like movie cutscene formula that this guy's talking about. Like it's more of a movie than an actual game, and that's the problem.
Gamers with bad taste. As a man, why are you still playing superhero games in 2023? Do you know how weird that is? How pathetic you look? Is it that you just don't know, or is it that you just don't care?
Yeah, I disagree with that entirely.
It's pretty sad if you're a Spider-Man fan in 2023. Hell, any superhero fan in 2023. That is straight weirdo behavior. How do you expect anyone to take you seriously, not only as a gamer, but as a human being, when you're playing Spider-Man games in 2023? Actually going on 2024. We're 2 months away, less than 2 months away. That's sad. You PlayStation fans have to be some of the biggest idiots out there. I mean, you bought a PlayStation 5 to play movie games because these damn sure ain't real games. They're movie games. You could have bought a Blu-ray player for cheaper if you wanted to play movies so bad. Because that's all this is at the end of the day, is a movie. That's all Sony games are now, are movies. The first Spider-Man game completely flopped. It sold very poorly and was forgotten about instantly. Couldn't even get a higher score than a PS1 Spider-Man game. And now we come back with Marvel Spider-Man 2, and I'm supposed to believe that this one is now in the 90s?
Wait, it didn't sell poorly. It didn't sell poorly.
I don't care if it did or didn't. Like I put that Spider-Man game in my hands and it was amazing.
That game's amazing because like it's amazing for so fact that it's like it was the first time they did that. It was the first like time. It was the first version of this franchise. So like it was amazing for its time. But now with this, it's like it's literally the same thing as the first one, and now it's a problem. Like people don't like that. Like
it's a must play, bro. They've been spamming trailers everywhere, hypnotizing people. Every time you look up story trailer, gameplay trailer, reveal trailer, this trailer, launch trailer, that trailer, they're literally spamming this game everywhere in front of your eyes to make you hypnotize, make you want to go out and pick up the game, make people talk about it because nobody cared about this game. It's so obvious that they're sending these packages. They're sending all these packages and all of these goodies to basically all of these reviewers. Like, okay, now listen, look, don't keep giving me this, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta give us a good score. You don't give us a good score, this is gonna stop. And the reviewer's like, damn, this game is trash, but I don't want these goodies to stop. I don't want these flights to stop. I don't want these nice paid hotels to stop. I have to become good with Sony. I have to give them these garbage movie games good scores that they don't deserve because I don't want to lose my perks. Wake up and honestly have some credibility. Like, what is this? How can you look yourself in the mirror, right? How can you live with yourself when you're giving terrible games like Spider-Man 2 reviews that it doesn't deserve? You know, karma is a real thing. These reviewers are going to have to deal with the karma later on for lying to the people, for misleading all of these losers, because you know these idiots can't function, can't do anything without flocking to reviews, basing every purchase on a review because they're broke. I just wait for a review. You know, I'll just wait for a sale. You know, times are tough, and you know, I've been buying so many games, I can't play them. I'll wait for a sale. Oh, well, this is going to be on Game Pass. I'll just wait for that. All these budget gamers, welfare gamers, cheapskates. It's sad. Can't afford a $60 to $70 game. Have to wait for a review. That's me. If you have to wait for a review, just quit gaming. You're a loser. You're too broke, obviously, to afford to really play games. You see, I'm a baller, so I don't have to sit here and penny pinch and, well, I bought this game, so I can't buy that game. And I buy anything that I want. Because that's balling. You people ain't balling. You're broke. How you balling and you have to sit here and wait for reviews? Could never be me. You know, as a king of gaming, I'm not going to let something like this slide. I'm going to continue to call out these fake reviews every time I see them, call out these bribes, call out these complete lies that are deep within gaming. I can't stay silent. They want me to stay silent. They're trying to silence me, but it's not going to happen.
Sounds black.
And it's funny. I knew Sony would pull this. I knew they would. After the first game completely flopped and couldn't even reach a 90 on Metacritic, they started telling reviewers, hey, listen, tighten up now. Hey, tighten up. Listen, make sure this game hits a 90. I'm going to slip you a little bit of cash. I'm going to take care of you, but make sure this game hits a 90. Make sure you lie about how great the game is.
What is Spider-Man's rating on Metacritic? Now I want to see it because, like, there's no way this has a higher score than the first one. Let me see. Cause like, nah, bro. Like, let me see. Metacritic.
I'm back.
Spider-Man.
Yep,
What up?
What's the topic?
It has an 87.
The spider, pretty much this guy saying that the Spider-Man 2 didn't really change much.
Yeah, we're talking about Spider-Man the game on PS5.
I mean, I can see that being a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing. Like it's just crazy, and like the score is higher on part 2, and part 2 isn't even out yet. Like I don't get that. A 91, the game isn't out yet, and from what I've seen, the game is just more of the same thing. Like it's literally like they didn't change much at all from the first game. And I don't
I can see that being a thing. Them not changing much. Only thing that's different is just the black suit.
They're just
him
doing what
doing
works,
stuff with the
bro. And
black
I
suit.
They
hate
got
that,
Venom.
bro. Yeah, well, I mean, Venom, I'm not saying like
Will
character
Venom
wise.
be playable?
Nah, nope.
See,
I'm saying
that's
I'm
kind of what was the deal
talking.
breaker for me. If I found out Venom was playable, then I probably would have pre-ordered it day
Hopefully,
one.
he's playable in the game somewhere, but I don't think he is.
But
Like,
since he's not, I'll probably wait till it's on sale.
but I'm saying this though, it's like based on like strictly like mechanics and like combat animations, like it's the same thing. Like nothing has changed at all. It's just like it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Yeah,
Like how lazy can you like possibly be, dude? Like what?
I told y'all got mad at me for being like, oh, why are you being so skeptical on Spider-Man? It's so good on the PlayStation. Yeah, but it's not no Ghost of Tsushima. It's
Well, the
not
first
no.
game's amazing, right? Because like at the time it was released, it was the first time they did something like that. It was their very first game, and it was good for what it was. But this is just the same thing as part one. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
And I knew it was going to be the same thing. That's why I was never really all that hyped for it. I was like, all right, so it's just going to be basically part two, except you play as Miles, and then Venom is
Right.
in it,
You
and
can play
then
as
you
Miles
play as the
now,
black
and
suit, and that's it.
yeah.
And like I said, still was never sold on the guy voicing him because to me, he's just Sasuke. He's just
I like
curse
his
mark
voice.
Sasuke.
Yeah, I like his voice. I don't mind his voice.
He doesn't have good range to me. That's what I was telling my brother in a conversation. I was like,
You're right. He doesn't have good range.
certain
I'm about to
characters
use
you
the
can
restroom.
tell. Like for example, y'all ever hear Seth MacFarlane talk like on Family Guy and stuff like
Yes.
that? All
Yeah.
of the voices he does, like if you hear
Yeah.
him do like a regular white voice, like "Hey, that's a nice fat ass," you could tell that's Seth MacFarlane's voice. You
I
could
thought it was
just
just
tell.
well, I thought it was just because he didn't like change his voice. I thought he didn't like changing his voice. Doesn't he do
No.
Peter?
Yeah, like he does change his voice up a lot though.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like certain voices he does, like there's a certain white guy voice he does. There's a certain Peter voice he does. There's a certain kind of voice that he does where you could tell like, oh, that's him. That's how it is with the Yuri Lowenthal. I'm just like, nah, you still sound like Sasuke, but the only difference is you sound like Curse Mark Sasuke rather than Venom, Black Suit Spider-Man. Like you know how if you play the Naruto video games, Curse Mark Sasuke would sound like Sasuke, but just more angry. That's basically what
Yeah.
Black Suit Spider-Man sound like to me. So that's kind of what turns me off. I'm still gonna buy it at some point, but yeah, I don't care for it.
I'm trying to see if I'm gonna
It was
stream it
okay.
out again. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream it or not. I might stream it. I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, I'm honestly more hyped for the Wolverine game than I am this.
Oh yeah, me too. Definitely. And so one thing too that I heard though was that, and this is so bad. I heard that the team for the first Spider-Man game completely just left and are all focusing on Wolverine.
You know what that means, right? So
this game is gonna be the same as part one.
Well, see, this is why I wish you played Resident Evil. Resident Evil 2 had a remake that came out back in 2019, and then in 2020 they did a Resident Evil 3 remake.
Yeah.
And what had happened was the 3 remake was on. You could beat the game in like an hour. That's how short the game is. It could have just easily been DLC for the second game because it's the same people making it.
Yeah.
But what they did, they split up the development team so they could focus on Resident Evil 4 remake, which just came out last August. So that's why people don't like Resident Evil 3 because it's so short and they just switch developers so all of a sudden so they can focus on something else. So that's what I think the same thing is going here too. The second Spider-Man game probably won't be that much better than the first game, if not really all that good.
Yep.
And when we get Wolverine's going to be like, oh, wow, this is amazing.
That game's gonna be amazing because literally the team left the first game, like the same team that did the first game of Spider-Man is doing Wolverine. So it's like, and the fact that they aren't doing this game and they're all in on Wolverine, that's troubling. That's so troubling. That's very troubling.
That means we'll get a good Wolverine game, but
Spider-Man game. Yeah, and that's just that's bad, man. That's bad.
How do we get a Spider-Man game, and it's when we get the black suit, one of the hypest things Spider-Man can do.
Yep. This is literally a DLC, bro. Like now, if this was like the very first Spider-Man game from them, I wouldn't complain at all. Like I'd be like, it's pretty cool. But it's like we've seen all this before, all of it, and this is like it's a DLC. If not a DLC, it's an expansion. It's just one like giant expansion.
Remake being an expansion of RA2 remake.
Yeah, that's trash. He said, "What are your thoughts on Suicide Squad's Justice League game? That game looks horrible.
Trash.
That game looks terrible.
They need to go ahead. I'll answer his other question too. What they need to go ahead and do is cancel that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League And since
Yes.
they have Kevin Conroy's voice acting from that, just use that towards something else.
Yeah.
As for Batman game, that goes to Batman Arkham City.
Yeah, I would say it's the best overall Batman game. See, that's hard to me because like it's definitely one of those 3 games in Arkham. It's definitely Arkham
I played all
in general.
three.
Yeah,
So if
I
we're
played all
talking
3 of them.
about
Yeah,
story, Arkham Asylum. If we're
yeah,
talking
they're
about
all just good at their
gameplay,
own thing.
yeah, like it's 3 different categories. So if we're talking about just story, Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham
Yeah.
Asylum. If we're talking about
Yep.
gameplay, Batman Arkham City or
Yeah.
Arkham Knight, it's interchangeable between those 2. And then
Yeah.
the story is also good in both of those other 2 games too. So really,
I
I'd say
think
just
Night Story is kind of lacking. Like I
yeah,
think
Night
the worst
Story is
story is probably Night.
yeah. Out of all of them, the worst story is Night, but Night has the best gameplay out of all of them. Though.
Yes, like gameplay wise, it's Night 1000%. It's Night. Yeah, but I'll say the best overall Batman game is probably City to me though.
Yes, I agree with that. So to answer your question,
Yeah.
Mar, if you're still there, we agree that the best Batman game is Batman Arkham City.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with City. Yes, that game was amazing. DC vs Mortal Kombat. That game's amazing. Yeah.
Gameplay wise, I thought it sucked, but story wise, it was amazing.
Yeah, you're right.
I didn't like the gameplay, but I liked the story.
It was kind of basic. It wasn't anything crazy.
The actual Mortal Kombat story is better than the DC versus MK.
Yeah, that's probably why they that's probably why they like made them separate, and then Injustice, and
For DLC, I really like that Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Yeah, that game was fun. Yeah, it was a fun game.
Had my turtles in it. How could I not like it?
Oh yeah,
no, that was Injustice, right? When they were
that was an Injustice
My
too.
fault. Yeah, Injustice.
Yeah, I never mastered them too. Did you master their like combos and stuff? I never got a chance to master them.
Yeah, I played that. Well, the last time I played Injustice 2 was, I want to say, like 2 months ago. Whenever we started playing Battlefront is when I stopped playing Injustice 2.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was like mainly in that game. I mained Supergirl, Batman. Who else did I play with a lot?
I mained Robin because Robin had those crazy sword combos.
Yeah, Robin was cool with his sword. Yeah. I played with
Black Adam
Sub-Zero
was my other main
sometimes.
Too. Believe it or not, Black Adam was my other main.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much who I use in the game. Yeah. All right, let's finish this video.
Because if it comes out again and it doesn't get a 90, it gets another bad score, no one will buy it, man. Because come on, we're gonna hook you up. Just get in good with us, we got you. And it's so obvious. I can't believe people do not see it. They would rather be blind to the facts. They don't want to see it. They don't want to hear it. It's like they just la 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 la, hands over ears, la 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 la. You're just putting blindfolds on, trying to walk into the store, running into walls and stuff, trying to pick up Spider-Man PS5. This is terrible. This is terrible for gaming. This is not good. Listen, if you plan on buying this movie, all of you people that have this game pre-ordered, all of you losers that are on Twitter typing scores and look what Spider-Man PS5 got, look the scores, oh my god, Sony just continues to dominate.
He sound like that, dude.
You're all losers. All of you people who plan on playing this game for pleasure are losers. I'm gonna be
What's sad is that this game is gonna be more the same as part 1, but what's really sad is that it's like we're gonna have to wait like 6 years for like part 3. Like that is whole like, bro, are you kidding
I'm honestly
me?
okay if we don't get a part 3.
It's gonna be a trilogy, bro. 1000%. It's gonna make too much money, too many high scores. It's gonna be a trilogy, like 1000%.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt of giving out some more content and DLC to make this more amazing.
I agree. Like
should
it was Gwen Stacy or something like that.
With the popularity, they're really about to push because Spider-Man 2090's rumored to get its own show or something like that, like CGI show.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's on Amazon, right?
I thought that was Spider-Man Noir. That was.
Oh yeah, that is Noir. That is Noir. Yeah.
I mean, either or.
And he's actually a cool Spider-Man too.
He has a skin in this game apparently, so that's cool.
Yeah, his skin was in the first one too.
Oh yeah, but they had him like he didn't have the cape and the hat on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Not the cape. He didn't have the cloak.
He didn't have on the coat or the
trench coat. Yeah. Which was dumb. Like, why doesn't he have the freaking coat? That's so stupid.
Like, sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah.
Like in the Into the Spider-Verse movie, he didn't. I know that he did wear the trench coat and the hat.
I guarantee you because it's too much work to add the coat and the coat physics flying in the air and the hat. Like
Probably
that's
that's
lazy.
probably exactly what it is.
And you know what? That's lazy. That's just an excuse, man.
It is lazy.
That's so lazy, bro. If a freaking game that came out years ago can add a coat while you fly around, like there's no reason this game can't do it. Like, and that's a big reason. Like, so a lot of shields are saying that the reason this game is more the same is because it's too lazy. I mean, not lazy. It's too hard to add like new stuff. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're making a new game, bro. Like, you're getting paid to make a new game. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying like it's not supposed to be easy. Like you're making a game. Like,
yeah,
that's a horrible defense, bro. Oh, it's too hard for them. They have to work so hard. Like, sorry, like what?
They're getting paid for that though.
That's crazy to me, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
That's crazy for somebody to make excuses for somebody else's work for being lazy.